You asked where you've been, I laughed and stuttered, looking at my shoes, been busy, I lied. What you doing here, being cool as I flutter upon a hot wind of wanting and wanting to go? Don't you know I get tossed in the wake of your being? Gotta hold myself together lest I fall. How when I am near you I should really be going. Something that you do to me, to the center of my gravity. Felt like old times, but I knew that it wasn't. Suddenly you're smelling good to me. When you smile like that, why is my heart pumping? My mind wants to write this play, but you control the plot. Don't you know I get tossed in the wake of your being? Gotta hold myself together lest I fall. How when I am near you I should really be going. Something that you do to me, to the center of my gravity. Falling, stalling, try not to say. Maybe this longing will get in the way. Got no time to talk about the weather. Time is never perfect, never right. It came out like a storm, howling wind. I love you. You look surprised, but I tell you I just had to say.
Sarah Nelson, the Director of Arts Engagement at Seattle Rep, and we are so excited to be partnering with Bushwick on this concert. I am also a proud member of the Bushwick Selfie Committee. This partnership is in conjunction with a panel discussion Seattle Rep held on May 20th called Reimagine Parents in Theater, which you can check out on our website, seattlerep.org, and on howlaround.com. Seattle Rep's vision is theater at the heart of public life, and we produce plays, musicals, and theater-based youth and adult programs, usually at our location on the Seattle Center campus. We've been keeping busy with virtual programming during the pandemic, but we can't wait to see you back in the theater soon. Stay tuned this summer for our season announcement and find out when you can join us for productions virtually and in person next season. And check out seattlerep.org to get involved with our ongoing virtual classes, events, script reading club, and even a podcast. Throughout today's concert, you will hear monologues from plays that were previously produced by Seattle Rep on our stages, performed by local actors. Thank you so much, Bushwick, for your continued partnership and collaboration.
Thank you, Nabra and Seattle Rep, and welcome everyone to the Bushwick Book Club Seattle Presents original music inspired by Angela Garbes' Like a Mother, a feminist journey through the science and culture of pregnancy. My name is Melissa Montalto. I'm the membership director for Bushwick Northwest, as well as a musician, dietitian, and mother. Like a Mother provides us with so much information, from the science around pregnancy to the emotions that can come with pregnancy, birth, and loss, to the importance of caring through all of these life events. I feel very grateful to have had a positive pregnancy and birth experience, not to say it wasn't complicated. And I found myself with that tightness in the throat right before you cry feeling several times during reading this book. And I think many can relate. So thank you, Angela Garbes, for writing this important work. Coming your way tonight is brand new music from Sierra Golden, Jasper Lepak, Avery Hill, Mägi Ensemble, Sean Morse, Tai Shan, and Tara Ward. And we're also delighted to feature some motherhood monologues delivered by Seattle Rep actors Faith Russell and Ina Cheng, sprinkled throughout the show. Many of tonight's contributors are with us live in the chat, so performers, make yourselves known and say hi while the rest of you click that subscribe button. And tonight you can follow along via the digital program available at bit.ly/motherprogram. The Bushwick Selfie Committee is here as well, offering responses to the question, what support do you crave when you're creating? Bushwick welcomes your tax-deductible donation in lieu of a cover charge tonight. And any other time you may feel so moved, forms are available at the Bushwick Book Club, seattle.com/donate or bit.ly/bushwickmother. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Angela Garbes, and I am the author of Like a Mother. I want to welcome you all to this evening, and thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Wes and the Bushwick Book Club. I am totally honored to have you guys be performing original work based on my words and ideas. It's kind of hard for me to believe, actually. And it's just, it's the highest compliment to have other artists spend time with your work and feel that it is worthy and inspiring. So I'm going to do a quick reading. I hope you all have a great night. And again, thank you so much. Female bodies were built to accommodate other bodies. Even after pregnancy, a mother's body continues to give, continues to develop and change. Birth tears you open, sometimes violently, and you don't just pull yourself back together and return to your previous state. Your organs have shifted, your muscles have torn, there are extra folds and layers to your skin and soul. I have tried many times to come up with the proper metaphor so other people can understand this fundamental, though often imperceptible change. What is it like? What I've found over and over is that I have none. Until it happened to me, I'd never experienced anything like it. Recently, a friend posted on Facebook about her impending return to work after the birth of her son. She missed her practice as a therapist, but was worried about what working would be like after what she called the biggest shift in my life so far. Many women chimed in with comments of support in their own stories. The last time I saw this friend was over 10 years ago, before she moved to another city, well before either of us was married, back when 2 a.m. belonged to us, the night, and last call, not the cries of our babies. But I felt compelled to add my voice to the chorus of well-wishers. I told her that nearly 3 years after the birth of my daughter, I still haven't fully reconciled the pre- and post-baby parts of me. It's an unfolding, she replied, giving me the word I had been searching for to explain what happened, what is still happening. At first, I see the unfurling of tissue and viscera, the way our placenta, unraveled, would occupy miles of space. Then the image gives way to a paper fortune teller, the intricately folded piece of paper that my friends and I played with in the cafeterias and study halls of middle school. You fold down corner after corner, flip the paper over, and then fold corner after corner again, creating blank chambers on which to write future possibilities. You place your fingers inside, then move them inward and outward, opening and closing, as the paper predicts what might become of you. After, you might unfold it and lay it flat on the table, but it isn't the same piece of paper. It holds something else now, imbued with hope, anxiousness, and curiosity about the future. There is a message I am sending to my future self, my old self, a constant communication across time that lives inside my body. Pregnancy brings about the birth of not one, but two new beings. Mother is not a fixed identity. We are dynamic and grow along with our young. The science of pregnancy and motherhood is just beginning to reveal the depths of our care, the extent of our own continued development. We're unfolding, always. It's a dialogue that will last a lifetime, maybe longer, carried out within our organs, tissues, and fluids. These dispatches reverberate through the gray matter in our skulls, and maybe, if we tune in, we can hear it in our ears, feel its subtle buzz in our sinuses, as constant as the beating of our hearts. Our bodies are the very messages that we are sending. It's about time we listen. Thank you.
Hi Bushwick, I'm Jasper Lepak. I feel so lucky to be a part of this. This is the second time I read this book. The first time was a few years ago when my daughter was 1.5 years, and I really only have an emotional memory from that time because I wasn't sleeping, I was breastfeeding, but I just remember the book being so powerful, and it was wonderful reading it again and remembering why it was so powerful. One of the themes that really came across is this idea that a woman's shape changes, and that in our society we don't honor that change. We almost create shame around the change. We expect women to get back to what they looked like before, who they were before, and kind of, act like this didn't happen to our bodies. And I want to just read this one section here where Angela says, "It is easy for mothers to focus our attention away from our own needs and onto those of our tiny, helpless babies. After all, they will only be this young once. But we will never be this young again either. Healing and acceptance of our shifting forms can happen sooner, or at least with less mental anguish, if we told women the facts about their bodies and what happens to it in childbirth, that it wrecks you. But that wreckage is something we are necessarily meant to withstand and survive." So this is the song that came through. It's called Riptide. It strikes you like lightning, shatters the sky, rolls through you like thunder, cracks your world open wide. You ride the waves as you push through the pain. You have never felt so strong. It takes you like quicksand, swallows the ground. You're caught in a riptide. You can't swim your way out. You lean into the flow, as you learn to let go. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape. It moves like a river, sweeps you away. Say goodbye to your old self. You will never be the same. You are more than you were. You give more than you take. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape. And then she's with you, pressed to your skin. Her eyes are wide open, just taking you in. You hold her gaze, so in love and so amazed. You have never felt so strong. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape, to your old shape, and forget your strength.
Hi, I'm Ina Chang. I'm going to be doing monologues from A Doll's House Part 2 by Lucas Nath, A Great Moment by Anna Ziegler, and Well by Lisa Crone. I had you very fast. You came right out of me like you were racing to get out into the world, like you couldn't wait. The boys, they were very slow. I was in labor for, God, it was terrible. But you were very easy. So, you can put that into your book of memories.
Hi, my name is Tara Ward, and this is my first time performing with the book club. I was excited to be invited this month because the book is like a mother, and I've actually read it before, about 3 years ago after the birth of my second child. I wish that I'd read it sooner. In approaching the song that I wrote, reading the book this second time through, I was looking for a common thread of motherhood, and the theme that I found is that anyone who has become a mother has been broken open in some way. I hope you enjoy the song.
She burst, the tears out of her eyes. An outlet justifies any comfort. Her pain, it opens up my pulses, pushing out the impulse to reveal. I'm blinded by loving her.
What I've most craved when I'm writing is silence. And over the years, my family has gotten very good at helping me create a quiet space when I need to. I'm very lucky that way.
And while I'm watching the movie, unbeknownst to me, my body is deciding that it's time for my little boy, my second child, to come live in the world. For hours, I don't think this is what's happening. I don't think this is what's happening when I'm in the taxi with my husband and my mother that evening. Let's not go straight to the hospital, I say. Maybe all of this is an attempt to stave off the forward march of time. And when he's born, I look at my son and I see my grandfather. And I think, let him live. Let him live and live and live and live.
Hi Bushwick fans, my name is Sierra Golden. I'm a poet and I'm really excited to share a few new poems with you based on Angela Garbes' Like a Mother. This project was especially fun for me because a few weeks after signing on to write poems inspired by Like a Mother, I found out I was pregnant. Now I'm at 39 weeks and 4 days. As you can see, my ridiculous belly. And by the time you're watching this video, I will be cuddling with my first child. Wow for me, mine totally blown. I'm a little bit intimidated, but so excited. Please wish me luck. What else about these poems? They were mostly written last fall in my first trimester, although I've been tinkering with them since then. And it might also be helpful to know that I've been living in Eastern Washington's Apple Country, so they're kind of set not in Seattle. And there's 3 of them, so I will just go ahead and read those for you. Voila, said God or science, or a sunny summer afternoon in bed. Hello, said the sperm to the egg, and all the nature was done. What's left is nurture, and that's the part I'm certain I can butcher. Little seed floating in the galaxy between my hip bones, little strawberry person inside me. I apologize now, and now, and now, and now, and now, and now. I don't want to change you, but I know that I will, and not for the better. If there is such a moment, perhaps this is the one you are most mine. Of all the years ahead, perhaps this is the one we will most understand each other. Every day after birth, you will be less mine until I'm left transformed but alone. If I change what I can, I change myself. Autumn phonology. In the new autumn, smoke covers the sky like a heavy blanket. I tenderly tuck myself inside the house. Ash floats down from the stern yellow air. The animals quiet, the birds, even the crickets, stop singing. And still, the Mexican workers pick with pointed bandanas fluttering over their chins. The newspaper says another unnamed migrant has died, and now the swift yellow buses carry people away as the fire comes close. All day inside the house, I want to prove I am pregnant. Today will be the day I finally show. Blasts echo every 2 minutes from the orchard where they shoot air cannons to scare the birds off. Without irrigation, this apple land is almost desert. Today, everything that is not farmland combusts. 300,000 acres burn to violet black ash. Boom. Inside me, an animal the size of a green olive. Signal. I wrote this poem after a squirrel chewed through our Wi-Fi line. No signal for days. I can hear the goshawk
and whippoorwills. I can hear the creek seethe with autumn rain and the neighbor splitting wood, rattle of an empty trailer on an old dirt road. I can hear walnuts thump thrown from the tree's crown by the same hungry squirrel. Diligent acrobat, the yard is a graveyard for nuts. Come spring, his thighs will be skinny, but not too skinny. Today is the first day of October. Why am I afraid? The slip of fall into winter, like a bag of black silk slipped over my head. A single election in November. California's brush fires, their haze here now. The orange tint of the moon. The spark of life I invited inside me with no reason other than desire. What some might call the importance and beauty of wanting life no matter how it overwhelms us. When did the world decide to betray me? Others have been asking, when hasn't the world betrayed us? Is it enough to hear the wind combing the pines, the concussion of a walnut rushing to the ground, to see the sad eyes of a doe and praise the world? I don't know that it is. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Angela Garbes for the writerly and the motherly inspiration. I so very much enjoyed Like a Mother. Wes and all the Bushwick organizers, thank you for having me. Thank you for organizing, especially from afar. I so much appreciate your work. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Hey there, Jeff Larson here with Stell. I want to give a big shout out to all the teaching artists and staff that we worked with this year, and to our students at Leschi, Magnolia, Dearborn Park, Lawton, Dry Creek, Olympic View, Cedar Park, and Westview Elementary School. We look forward to next year. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see you all in person. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Faith Bennett Russell. I'm a Seattle actor, director, teaching artist, and playwright, and proud mother of 3 adult children. Today, I'd like to share with you 2 monologues. The first from Brownsville Song, B-Side for Trey by Kimberly. The second, As You Like It by William Shakespeare. He was going to college this fall. He was a Golden Gloves champion. He was saving up for a car. My cousin Rhonda's old Mazda protege. He was working nights and weekends, and he just got his 1-year raise. He was going to the dentist next week and get his first filling, 18 years old and never had a cavity. You ever met a boy that age got that kind of dental hygiene? No, you ain't. He was a back talker. He was a terrible liar and semi-reliable about everything but his baby sister and boxing. He was a mule when he dug in. I tried to break him of drinking out the milk carton for all 18 years of his life, and for 18 years that boy snuck around me and drank all my damn milk. And for 18 years, he was not the same story. He was mine. He was mine. He was mine.
Hello Bushwick, Sean Morse here. I am a musician. I am also a nurse, and I was really enthused to see that the theory of nursing, which I learned about back in college a decade ago, was featured in this book. I really tried to focus on getting across the inevitability of birth and of pregnancy, and I really tried to, obviously with the title of the song, get across like the importance of seeding your space in the relationship and adjusting the way that things fit in order to accommodate a new person who is totally dependent. And that transition was difficult for me, and it's still difficult for me. And it is, I think it's part of the deal. And I think that you gained so much, but just like this book says, you know, you gain and you lose, and it's a dynamic process, and it's a wonderful, enriching process. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the song. I had my son run video for it. Hey, can I try one more time?
This is so hard to hold up the phone. I'm holding it up for like 5 minutes now. Even more than that.
I know, Bubba. You're doing a good job. Okay, ready?
It's still going, yeah.
The last comes first. You can't change the past. You can't stop the worst. You can't slow the fast. And you can't make it stop. You cannot drown a lake. No matter what you think it is, it's for its own sake. You spend your life filling up spaces with ideas you make from thin air, until someone comes and makes someone who has never even been there. Hope and dream, dream and hope, hope and pray, build up faith that somehow something will come true. But it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, it's not about you. You, oh, oh, oh. It will be what? It will be a lot. Think of what you'll have, not on what you've got. 'Cause there is no wrong way to love someone. My God, what have I done? I've gone and made someone. Yes, spend your life filling up binders and weekends and weeknights with frivolity. And then someone accepts you, and with them you bring a new person to be. Hope and dream, dream and hope, hope and pray, build up faith that somehow something will come true. But it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, it's not about you. You, oh, oh, oh. If it's a problem to solve, you are better if you try to solve it together. You can't know how it feels to be head over heels, floating light as a feather. And here it comes, the moment has arrived. Fear in all its sums, the drive to be alive. But you can't make it stop. You cannot change the now. You cannot change the then. You can't undo the vow. You spend your life filling up spaces and ideas you make from thin air, until someone comes and makes someone who has never even been there. Hope and dream, dream and hope, hope and pray, build up faith that somehow something will come true. But it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, it's not about you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, mothers and others. Wes Waddell here, and it is quiz time. The Bushwick Quiz dates to 2012, when we first began inviting members of the audience on stage to answer silly, peripheral at best questions and win prizes. And since you can guess wrong online just as easily as you can in person, we've kept the bit through these distanced times. Our esteemed contestants this month are writer Angela Garbes, author of tonight's featured book, Like a Mother. Writer Lindy West, one of only a handful of individuals to join Bushwick as both author and performer, and Angela's good friend. And musician Peter Garbes, Angela's brother and primary target of her competitive jealousies dating back to childhood.
True. I'm so nervous.
Are you three ready to play?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're here tonight to learn about and celebrate motherhood in many forms. So why not bring Catholic Mothers Superior into the mix? Specifically, I want to know if you can tell the names of women who have served as General Superior for the Sisters of Providence of St. Mary of the Woods, Indiana. They were first on Google. From past members of the month as named by the Women in Trucking Association. That's right, this quiz boils down to mother or trucker. First to 3 correct answers wins. Angela, we'll start with you. Jacqueline Brotherton.
Trucker.
Oh, that's correct. She was a member of the month, February 2014. Lindy. Anastasia Brown.
Trucker.
No, she lived to 92. She was Mother Superior from 1868 to 1874.
Morse, of course. I knew that. I'm so sorry.
Well, you did, but we all got to warm into it. Goldie Seymour.
Goldie Seymour. That sounds like a trucker.
That's correct. April 2015. All right.
You grew up Catholic.
Angela, Euphrasie Hinkle.
What?
Euphrasie Hinkle.
Oh, Euphrasie Hinkle.
I wasn't calling you something. Yeah.
I thought you said you.
That.
I'm gonna go with mother. Mother.
That's correct. Ooh. 1883 to 1889. Lindy, Star Trawick Nance.
Trucker?
That's correct. All right, let's give you one of these. Yes, February 2013.
What?
February 2013. She was member of the month.
Oh, good. Congratulations to her. I feel like the nuns wouldn't hyphenate. That was my.
Oh.
Are they even married?
But that wasn't hyphenated. So you huh?
Star. Wait, so that's just her full name? Star. What was it?
I copied and pasted Star full space Trawick full space Nance.
Well, I left out.
You did. Peter. Helene Franey.
Helene Franey. I'm gonna go mother.
That's correct. Guys, I've got this down. All right. Angela, Mary Bass.
God, that's such one of those like sturdy names that could go either way. And I feel like Mary is misleading since it is Mother of God. I'm gonna go trucker.
That is correct. Also known as Candy. July 13th. We're gonna keep playing.
Even though I've won.
Even though you've won, and we'll mention that a few more times.
Hey, I still get a bottom of the 9th here, don't I?
Yeah, we'll all get. Oh, I got plenty. We'll all get there.
Okay.
All right. Theodora Guerin, Lindy.
I mean, I gotta go mother for the Theodora.
That's correct. Was the founder of the Sisters of Providence, canonized by Pope Benedict in 2006, the 8th American saint. Her feast day is October 3rd.
That's huge. I'm going to celebrate this year.
I know. Peter. Loretta Schaefer.
Loretta Schaefer. There's pressure on here because I don't think either Angela or I have missed yet. Loretta Schaefer. I'm going to go mother.
That's correct. Look at you. I have so many good ones here I haven't even gotten to. Unless Lindy just gets them all wrong from here on out. So, Guadalupe Potter.
Guadalupe Potter. Where is this? What's it called? What is it? A convent?
Indiana. Saint Mary of the Woods, Indiana.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Like, I need to know the demographics of the region.
I'm gonna say this is so much pressure. I'm gonna say trucker.
That's correct.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. We didn't even get to Barbara Shade or Julie Matuli or any of the other 6 mothers named Mary I have over here. Or Rose Angela Horan. But y'all did very well. Angela Garbes' Like a Mother was an NPR Best Book of 2018 and a Washington State Book Award finalist, and Bushwick is just delighted to feature it this evening and have Angela join us. Lindy West has written 1 serious book about growing up, 1 angry book about politics, 1 goofy book about movies, and now some television as well. Wonderful to have you back. Peter Garbes is, among many other things, managing director of the Mägi Ensemble, one of tonight's musical contributors. Thank you all for playing the Bushwick Quiz.
Hi, my name is Dr. Heather McLaughlin Garbes, and I'm the founder and artistic director of the Mägi Ensemble. The Mägi Ensemble is a professional women's vocal ensemble that performs and records music from the Baltic countries of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. The book, Like a Mother, is by Angela Garbes, who is my sister-in-law, and I'm so proud of her work, her continued work. And when I initially had the book in my hand, I thought, well, I will read it as being a supportive sister-in-law. I'm not a mother myself, but I'll read it and I'll support her in many ways, and instead that book made me think a lot about myself, think a lot about women's health overall. Whether you are a mother or you aren't a mother, this is important. This is important for women to know. This is important for men to know too. It's not just women, but first, for us to be able to be advocates for our own bodies and for children as they develop, and just the overall holistic idea of us as an organism, but also as a person.
Yeah, I think everybody should read it. I think anybody who's a vagina owner should read it, because it's also how we got here. So it's not just about what you personally are planning to do with your body or your choices. It's super informative if you're planning to have children, but I was just also really glad to know this was how I came into the world. The book also addressed the growing conversation around non-binary and queer people having children. I'm a queer person myself, so that felt really important and special. Sometimes books about motherhood can feel very, very feminine and very, very hetero and very, very white. And this book was none of those things.
I loved thinking back to my experience of reading the book while learning the piece. I think the piece really captures the highs and lows of emotions that you have when reading this story. There's moments that are really beautiful and warm that I felt the music really captured, and also, moments of rage or frustration that I think are part of the book as well.
From my collaborators, I need patience, understanding, and flexibility. And in general, I need a little bit of time and some space for myself.
I crave the support of my loved ones when I'm creating.
Hello everybody, my name is Avery Hill, and I'm thrilled and grateful to be a part of this lineup of songwriters sharing songs in response to Like a Mother by Angela Garbes. I want to share a couple ideas, they're sort of bookends to this story that inspired my song. The first is a quote from the end of the introduction here, that is, Angela shares a quote here. "We are volcanoes," wrote the American novelist Ursula K. Le Guin. "When we women offer our experience as our truth, as human truth, all the maps change. There are new mountains. That's what I want, to hear you erupting." That immediately made me think of our resident volcano here in the Northwest, Mount St. Helens, who I've always loved, but sort of held as a muse throughout this entire book until I got to the end, and I felt like Angela came back to this original point just by writing very directly. The obliteration of your old self can be disorienting and disheartening, but it can also be a source of great power and transformation. Mothers understand this. As a mother myself, I will agree with that sentiment, but I think that we can all understand this as well if we embrace the transformations that life demands of us sometimes. And remember that, as any volcano will remind you, that the act of destroying a landscape is simultaneously the act of creating a brand new one. Which sort of makes me wonder if Mount St. Helens was just a pregnant lady who didn't really understand what she was capable of. And aren't we all carrying something that needs to come out to remind us of what we are capable of as well? Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Bushwick. Thank you, listeners. This song is called Helena.
Helena was well enough, a being of beauty and grace, perfectly poised, never a noise, and ever a smile on her face. Down below, something started to grow. One by one, they would all know. Helena, when it came to that hour, Helena, did you know your own power? Did you know you're a volcano? Helena knew well enough it all was about to change. But what price would she pay for the mess she would make, for the fire inside her that raged? Her ground started shaking, her bones started breaking, something inside her was waking. Helena, when it came to that hour, Helena, did you know your own power? Did you know? We are old, we are young, we are fierce, we are calm. We turn rocks into dust, we grow life from the crust. We can open the gaps, we can change all the maps. Let go who you were to be who you are, who you are now. Yeah, when it's your ground that's shaking, your bones feel like breaking, when something inside you is waking. Helena, when it comes to that hour, Helena, will you know your own power? Will you know who do you know? You're a volcano.
Lisa was a quiet child. Hard to imagine now, I know. She just sat and watched everything. She is like an amazing star to me, my daughter. But I don't even know how to say it. It's like we were one thing, or we were rooted in the same place, and she kept growing which was the most wonderful thing, to see her branch off and to have a life so different and to have all that energy that I couldn't even imagine. But I guess I never questioned that we were starting from the same place. But I think maybe she doesn't feel that.
Hi, I'm Julia Tabiska, and I'm looking forward to hosting Bushwick's annual fundraiser Adventure Night, Tunes and Tales, on June 26th. We'll have some fantastic auction items like this signed copy of Brandi Carlisle's memoir, paired with a bottle of wine you can only get from the XOBC Wine Club, a pair of handmade Adirondack chairs, gift baskets, as well as a generous matching program that will triple your donation to Bushwick. Now that we have harnessed the far reachings of Zoom, guests will be entertained with live performances, breakout room activities with friends, and, of course, some tunes and some tales. Purchase a VIP ticket and Bushwick will mail you a gift package to enjoy during the event. So please join us on Saturday, June 26th at 7 p.m. to raise the paddle and raise money for your favorite book club. Tickets are on sale now by going to thebushwickbookclubseattle.com, or just grab your phone right now, turn on your camera and point it at this QR code, and it will take you right there. We can't wait to spend this evening with you.
On a stick, 2 pink lines on a white bathroom, 3 minutes alone with the truth. You were wondering if you were, and you are. You're gonna wanna sit down. From here out you're gonna be so scared, 'cause every little thing you're unprepared for, you're gonna Google in the middle of the night. It's gonna freak you out. And all of your friends, they're gonna tell you what happened to them. The dirty details, they make you cringe till you fall on your knees and pray to a God that you never knew. Here it comes, a climb so steep. Just get some sleep. Just get some sleep. Sleep, sleep. Just get some sleep. Sleep, sleep. There's no right way, even if you give in to the struggle completely. Well, nothing comes straight up easy. You're gonna pen so many lines you swear you never cross. My advice to you is your memories, they will be sweeter than the pain new life will deliver. So just roll with the kicks that you get from the inside out. Here it comes, a climb
just get some sleep.
Hi, my name is Tai Shan. I'm a Nashville singer-songwriter, and this is my song Sleep. There's a million things that crossed my mind when I found out I was pregnant, and this is a song about maybe just calm down, turn off the phone, go to sleep, make it through that way. I love this book. It's fantastic. It gave words to all the things that were hurting, like postpartum depression, like injuries after birth, and how cool the placenta is. So hurrah, hurrah, hurrah.
What do I crave? Time. More time.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At the first, the infant mewling and puking in his nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6 aid shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Thank you for sharing your evening with us, and thank you for your donations and memberships that keep these evenings coming. Let's hear it again for Sierra Golden, Jasper Lepak, Avery Hill, Mägi Ensemble, Sean Morse, Tai Shan, and Tara Ward, all of whom have their own online information where you can find more about them. And you can find that in our digital program, which is yours to keep forever. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle would also like to thank our season sponsors. Alicia Healy of the Winter Blue Room for co-production and streaming support. The Bushwick production team. And again, all of you reading, listening, and engaging. Hope you can join us on June 12th for our final show of the 2020-21 season. Hold on, can you hold on? Okay, ready? Hope you can join us on June 12th. You ready? I'm going to do it again. Okay, one second. Hope you can join us for our final show of the season on June 12th. No, Gigi, Gigi, come on. It's just going to take longer if you can't be quiet, okay?
But I want to be like a monster.
Okay, you can jump around, okay? How about you jump around but you don't make a sound?
How about you jump around but you don't make any sound? Okay, ready? No sound, no sound. Shh, quiet monster. Come here. Here, jump up.
Go back in on the blue bacon.
I hope you can join us on June 12th for our final show of the 2020-21 season. Original music inspired by Anthony Doerr's All the Light We Cannot See. And we will also be unveiling our book choices for the 2021-22 season. All right, take care, everybody.
We all learned once upon a time that when an egg and sperm collide, that egg becomes fertilized and eventually a baby. But there's an unsung hero here, an afterthought we should revere. Before that egg turns embryo, it first becomes a zygote. That zygote cell divides and splits and soon becomes a blastocyst, and that blastocyst makes two things, not just one. A brand new organ built from scratch that feeds that fetus till it's hatched. Now everybody, raise a glass, a toast to the placenta. P is for placenta, not pizza, pint, or please. It's the motherboard of human life, it's everything you need. The placenta is a masterpiece of intricate design, a maternal-fetal interface connecting space and time, both hospital and pharmacy, a restaurant and more. It acts as kidneys, heart, and lungs until that baby's born. P is for placenta, not pasta or poutine. It's a big box store, a smorgasbord, it's everything you need. The placenta isn't pretty, it looks like a piece of meat. It smells musky like a liver, but it's still a wholesome treat. You can roast it in the oven, dehydrate it into pills. You can drink placenta smoothie, it is sworn to heal your ills. P is for placenta, not perfume or potpourri. Its versatility is amazing, we finally see your beauty. P is for placenta, we will pass you by no more. We celebrate your gift to life and raise a glass once more. Placenta! P is for placenta, not pasta or poutine. It's a big box store, a smorgasbord, it's everything you need. The placenta isn't pretty, it looks like a piece of meat. It smells musky like a liver, but it's still a wholesome treat. You can roast it in the oven, dehydrate it into pills. You can drink placenta smoothie, it is sworn to heal your ills. P is for placenta, not perfume or potpourri. Its versatility is amazing, we finally see your beauty. P is for placenta, we will pass you by no more. We celebrate your gift to life and raise a glass once more. Placenta!
Is it over?
It's over.